Hello and welcome to Cornish Walking Trails. Today we've walked from Perranuthnoe to here, Cudden Point. Hello and welcome to Cornish Walking Trails. Today we've come to Perranuthnoe and we're going to walk to Prussia Cove, along the coastline where there's been lots of smuggling over the years. Prussia Cove was named after John Carter. He was a famous smuggler in the 18th century. In the childhood games he used to play with his brother Harry, he was the King of Prussia. The name stuck and subsequently his kingdom was known as Prussia Cove. When the government raised taxes on alcohol and tobacco at the end of the century, enterprising miners decided to sail to France, returning with ships full of contraband. Prussia Cove was difficult to reach, but small boats stood a good chance of evading naval patrols. At the end of the 18th century, the Carter brothers sold up. A mine was shortly opened, and instead of contraband coming into this little cove, coal came in and tin and copper left. Our first walk instruction: turn left out of the car park in the direction of the beach. Take an immediate left along a metalled lane that runs along the bottom of the car park. The lane rises to pass the bungalow, shortly after which turn right in front of Blue Burrow Cottage, following an unmade track towards the coast.
So we've just come a short little way from Perranuthnoe. In the distance you can just make out the little church there. Look at that for a lovely view. Looking across Mounts Bay down towards Penzance area. Here, do we need any cauliflower?
You can't do that.
No? I found a place with loads of them, look. Turn right off the track at a waymarked post and follow the edge of the field to reach the coastal path. Here, what time does the smuggling boat come in? Wow, it's nearly Christmas. I could do a bit of rum.
We're now looking at Perranuthnoe Beach, absolutely beautiful beach, but very, very small when the tide is in. So if you come down on holiday, be prepared to have a smaller beach.
Ah, what a mushroom, it's magic.
So just having a breather whilst we look back at the beautiful view of Mounts Bay. What's the next instruction?
It's now a case of following the coastal path to the jagged headland in the distance, which is called Cudden Point.
I'm glad I'm wearing walking boots today. It's really quite muddy in places. Able to skirt around it. Looks like it's holding up Andrew though. Ha ha ha.
Beautiful view today. Stunning, isn't it? The large building that can be seen high above Stackhouse Cove on the left is Acton Castle.
Acton Castle was built by John Stackhouse in 1775 of Pendarvis. He was a famous marine botanist. Today's walk comes from Classic Walks Cornwall 60 circular routes. It's number 9, Prussia Cove and Cudden Point. And there's walk instructions for you. So it's 4 miles long, 2.5 hours, grid reference for you. We actually park at Perranuthnoe. And there's the second page. Quick look at the map. So we started up here, parked near the beach, and we're about here, so we've got quite a way to go yet to come down to Cudden Point, out to Prussia Cove, and we're coming back across fields.
Fun. Carries on, so views progressively open up over your right shoulder towards St Michael's Mount.
Bay. Oh, beautiful. Owned by Lord St Leven until he donated it to the National Trust, but I believe they still live there at times. It's quite unusual to see this aspect of the mount. Usually you come at it from Penzance End and you just see the other side. Sun glinting off the mount itself. Cudden Point, that's where we're going to walk to in a minute. Gorgeous little crevice with the waves crashing in today. Sea looks really pretty.
Yay!
Oh my goodness me. Now, this is a bit of mud then. It squelches a lot.
I didn't do that. That's cheating.
I'm sure when we've done this walk before, we walked towards Perranuthnoe from Prussia Cove.
Well, I remember doing that when the kids were younger, and
Yeah.
there's a really nice little cafe down on the beach there which sells hot chocolate. So
Which we're going to have to visit.
I'm sure we've parked at Prussia Cove, walked to there, had a
the hot
coffee,
chocolate and
gone
come back
again.
over the fields.
Yeah.
Way. We've made it up to Cudden Point. So this is a view from Cudden Point looking back up the coast towards Helston. Prussia Cove is just round the headland there.
Lights hitting it, it's looking fantastic, isn't it?
Come on then, my lovelies. Come on then, boys.
From Cudden Point keeps it a coastal path passing lichen covered posts and the National Trust sign. The coastal path passes around both Piskie's and Bessie's Cove, looking down on Pixie's Cove. I wonder if this was an old smuggling beach. What do you reckon? At Bessie's Cove passes an old fisherman's stone cottage and wooden hut bearing left towards houses above the cove. Is there anybody home?
No. It just looks so old, doesn't it? There's bottles in the window. Oh, you can see me in the window. All the way on this walk we've been surrounded by the sound of the sea. It's been absolutely glorious. I do love the sound of the sea.
Something going across on the
No way.
south with the rocks on the beach.
I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that the John Carter, the famous smuggler in this part, hid his contraband in sea caves at Bessie's Coves. How you would actually gouge a track through such strong, heavy rock, I don't know. See the sea. Would you imagine coming in on a little boat into that beach?
No. In front of the gate of the thatched cottage, turn right up an unmade track to reach a large wooden gate with tall granite posts at the start of a driveway. I think the wooden gate's probably gone.
Yeah, there's the post.
Yeah, turn left to follow the track leading away from the coast. Walk ahead, climbing gradually to reach a line of granite posts dividing the track in two. Keep to the left-hand side. The right is a private drive. At the top of the lane, turn right onto a metalled road.
Beautiful old house. Looks like they're redoing the thatch roof. Gatehouse. Look how high the front door is. The grading of the walk has been moderate, and on the coastal path there were one or two up and down sections, and it was also a bit muddy.
Follow the road as it twists and turns for approximately half a mile to reach a hamlet with farm buildings on your right.
On the side of the building, little birdies with their nests. Oh, so cute.
On your left, opposite the farm buildings, is a public footpath sign indicating a track adjacent to a house called Cudden Rose.
Some beautiful, beautiful countryside. Stiles are a bit awkward. Come on, boys, this way. Come on. Thank you.
No problem. Gracefully done.
Pass to the right of a garage and through a wooden gate, cross a lane next to a sign indicating Trevine Farm, where the unmade lane turns left towards a disused farm building.
Okay, how old's this book?
Yeah. Keep ahead right onto a track marked with a public footpath sign. Turn right into a field indicated by the same signpost, following the meadow edge left up to a stone stile at the top of the field. On entering the next field, cross right to keep to the right. Once again, there are superb views across Mounts Bay and St Michael's Mount. Keep ahead towards Trubava Farm, crossing a stile adjacent to a metal gate. Quite muddy. Back to Perranuthnoe.
Hot chocolate.
Cudden Point. That wave's coming in. Are we going to get wet?
I think you're okay. You're getting wet.
I've really enjoyed our walk today. We're down on Perranuthnoe Beach just to do our sum up.
Just before the sun goes down.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I think we'd give that walk what?
It's really nice, I enjoyed it. 7.5 out of 10. Give it an 8 because of the hot chocolate.
Good directions, bit muddy,
Really
very
nice.
good, thoroughly enjoyable.